here at Backstage, pass out laughing. Yes, sir, here at Backstage, staying on topic with conversation, make you think, hey, please don't be scared, making a fuss, they jokes, partner, please lighten up, cause comedy's about making life funny, bruh. And if you're ready for the show now, follow me backstage, cause it's about to go down.
Welcome, your voice, Mr. Wildfire, the DL Marshall, and I'm and I'm sitting in with you, none other with the hottest music, interviews, talk, and topics this side of heaven, and all the funny you can handle. And I couldn't do it alone. Y'all know I got with me none other than the other half that makes this an award-winning radio show and podcast. I'm talking about none other than the Brown Bomber of comedy himself. Give it up, y'all, and welcome to his stage, Bam Brown. What's up, Bam?
What's the deal, man? What's happening?
Hey,
all is well.
For another one. Yeah.
Salutations, family, everybody across the U.S. I'm glad to be here, man. It's good.
It's always a great fellowship when two solid brothers come together. And we're so happy that you have decided to join us on this joyous occasion again. Yeah, man, we got one form. I know you got one heck of an infamous I be Bam.
Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about some things, man. We're gonna
I got one for him with the notorious Dang DL, and boy, do I have one. Do's and don'ts, man. I think I got one. You know, the do's and don'ts, I try to keep that inspirational since I rant on the Dang DL, but
right,
I believe I got one. I believe I got one. As long as I don't forget it, as long as I don't lose it, you know, I feel as though we will definitely come to this thing together, man. We had storms in our areas today. What it be like, man?
Man, I just got my power back on, man. So
wow,
you know, thanks be to God that I'm even allowed to be on the mic and the platform today, man, because it was bleak last night about 11 o'clock when the lights went out, man. And they was out for a minute, a good minute. You know what I'm saying? We cracked the windows open. The cool breeze was blowing. You know what I mean? So it wasn't burning up hot, but just having no power, man. Then you thinking about all the food you bought, you know, ice cream, butter, yeah, things that you don't normally think
all
about.
The dairy.
Yeah, things you don't think about. I just bought that hamburger meat. I just bought them steaks. You know, you thinking about all of that, man. You like forget what's going on in the house. What's going on in that refrigerator, man?
Right. All my good groceries go in the pot. Hey, want to say this, for all of you that are popping in right now, y'all know the rules. First of all, say what's happening, say what's up, say salutations, say something. And then once you say something, not only just speak, but go ahead and say where you watch this from. Shout out your city. Don't forget, we are looking for folk to bless for our upcoming New Year's Eve. Now, I know a lot of y'all be talking about New Year's Eve, a long way away. Not when you promoting. So we about to have it. So we're going to tell all three of y'all, and we ain't going to say it no more. All right? Y'all get on up in here. So today, Bam, we're going to get a chance to talk about a lot of people don't realize how important mental health within our community is, and how a lot of times the thing that you and I do and others that do what we do as far as the fashion of stand-up comedy, how dark that can be for a lot of comedians. You look at Robin Williams, you look at a whole lot of folk that had dark, deep-rooted depression, such as the ones that that is called The Greatest to do this, Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
How they have those dark-rooted demons, how they try to dull the demonic voices and influences with drugs, alcohol. But man, PTSD for Black men is at an all-time high. And I believe it's a lot, Bam, because we really try not to show how fragile we can really be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That causes a broken physical man. So we'll talk about the different facets of that. So if you ladies that are watching, you brothers that are on, not only like this, but share this, please. If you're watching us from the YouTube side, channel I70MMBE is our handle and channel. Make sure that you are getting someone in front of the TV that may be next to you. And as always, when you start saying something of positivity, when people know, or I say something of this magnitude and people know you to be always cracking jokes, when they hear that topic, I'm watching the numbers drop. Don't let the numbers drop for something that is going to be prevalent, especially which could be potentially in years to come, make that even worse. You know what I mean? And I understand, Bam, that our signals wasn't the best because the storms was coming in from last night, and yesterday we had a little bit of lag. So if we're having a little bit of lag, hang in there with us, man, because this message needs to be discussed. We're going to be reading a whole lot of comments. Let's get through what we need to get through together. And that's one of the reasons why we are award winning. We can have the hottest music, interviews, talks, and topics, plus all the funny you can handle. So we're going to get ready to laugh through some stuff, but we definitely going to discuss through some stuff. So if you are a brother, then don't be afraid. Don't run off. Stay in front of this screen. Talk back to me and Bam through the comments. Listen to me and Bam, because Bam, I do know about you, but for the sake of how it says, I don't know about you, brother, but I'm in some times where I really, really, really can use an earthly person to talk to. Yeah, I take all my burdens to the Lord in prayer. He's my all in all. He's my everything. He's my confidant. He's my security blanket. He's my shelter. He's my wheel. You know, all the cliches. But would you put the little red light on, bro? You know, yeah. All right. Set the mood for the subject. Yeah. So, but yeah, bro, we'll talk about that. What's some of your take on Black men and PTSD?
Man, just the ordinary struggle, the everyday struggle, man, just of being a Black man is triggering. You know, you don't know when you leave the house if you're gonna return the same way you left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you got police, number one, that we got to watch out for. Then you got your own brethren that'll knife you or shoot you at the stoplight or the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so it's a lot of hold on, somebody's calling. It's a lot of stuff going on, man, that just, you know, the depression, the emotions, man, it's crazy. I mean, I got a
Definitely.
whole lot. I got a whole lot going on, and then, like you say, we try to mask it for the sake of being a man, and that powder keg, that powder keg get bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Sure enough.
Ready to explode at any minute. So it's tough.
Hey, so we're gonna look at the comments real quick. Bam. Solomon, Frequency Israel. What's up, Q? Shalom, brothers. What's up, my man? What's up, Brony Cat? System Hurdles, Family Dysfunction. And what's up, sis, boss lady Latricia Brown? Quincy says something. System hurdles and family dysfunction. And a lot of those dysfunctions come, Quincy, Bam, is due to the fact that our parents, their parents, which was our great-grandparents, really did not understand how to deal with the trauma that poured over from slavery. My great-grandparents that I met, my great-grandmother, but her and my great-grandfather were sharecroppers. So that's a generation away or a freedom's run away from slavery. And we understand, even as being sharecroppers, you didn't necessarily get the fairest of treatment if treated fair at all. They came in, they still got the slave work. They still gave you not just a penny or two over slave wages, but you still were not valued in the productivity in which you brought. So yeah, man, it is systematic hurdles to whereas they've gotten more savvy not to say the words that their forefathers were comfortable saying because there was no repercussions. But now you get the situations such as a Sonia Massey, that when you even call them into your safest space as your home, they still violate you and unalive you. So those are systematic hurdles. Do I call the police or do I take it up under my own hands? So much happened in households, and the biggest slogan, especially in Black households, is what happens in this house stays in this house. Yeah, and that was even against other family members as well. You don't go over when you go over to your grandma's. Don't you get to telling them what goes on in my house? Hey, Tamika says, hey, y'all, what's up, Tamika? With love for the bronze skin to become a nation, definitely. What's up, Charlie Joe Dodd? And we are not a nation. America profits off of our dysfunction. Definitely. What do you say about that, Bam?
No, I agree with you, man. I totally agree. It starts somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And it had to start way back when. So now it's time to teach, if you see something, say something, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
The elementary cliches that they use now. I mean, let it out, man. It's counseling and all that stuff, that helps, but however you got to get it out, let it out, man, because I'm like I say, I'm going through some things now, man. That who can you talk to? Who can you let it out to? You know what I'm saying? And
right,
not so much that I need a yes man or something like that to take my side, but like who would listen and to get an understanding, and then to give some positive feedback. That's what we need, man.
All my Black kings, my brethren, all our white counterparts, if you come across this, please tap in, because this is a clarion call for all of us to come together. Our sisters, that we know that we as a community of brethren need to do a better job of holding you guys up. But right now, we're calling for you guys to listen to us right now. So please don't run out on us, because as Black men, we're used to people rolling up and looking. And then if we fit something, a prototype, and what your mind says it should be, then we get it. We get your attention, we get your love, we get your adoration, we get your veneration. But then the moment we appear in a light, let's call that light vulnerability, Bam, to where it is opposing to what your initial view of us was, then we're discarded. We're left alone. We're ran off from. We're called weak. We're called less than. We're told by someone that has never been us what we're supposed to do to be a better us. One of the most demeaning things is to have someone that either is a opposite race of you or opposite gender of you tell you what it is you need to be that. How do you tell someone how to be something you've never experienced? Abronia Scott says, Solomon Quincy says, we're all going through something. Abronia says, Bam, PTSD is very real, especially in our young Black and brown young men, old men as well. Abronia, they've seen so much in the home, school, and the streets. They don't know how to express what they've witnessed or experienced. Call me, Bam. I will listen. I am your sister, and I am my brother's keeper. Hello, Felicia Boone. So, hey, guys, keep sharing this, please. If this topic is of any importance to you, if you can really feel what these two brothers is cooking, go ahead and serve this dish today. This is one of the most important and close to the vest, close to my heart shows that you will probably see Bam and I do. let's split that, and then we're going to get into a dang DL segment that I tried to find one today that was congruent and relatable to our topic of black men PTSD. So let's look at it, bro. We understand, and we ain't got to go all the way back through a slavery history plantation lesson, but we understand that a lot of times the fear of failing the woman that we may create child with, that we have given our last name, and that child, the fear of disappointing them, the stress of providing and protecting for them. We go out, as you said, and we make it through. Maybe a black guy that is down on his luck, another black man is down on his luck, hard times is facing him in the face, and he sees you with something that he wished that he could afford, not knowing that it took all your blood, sweat, and tears to obtain. Maybe car, maybe jewelry, maybe shoes, maybe money, food. You find yourself trying to navigate going to some of the safest places so that you don't encounter face-to-face someone trying to take what you work so hard for. You trying to stay away from situations to say, I got to take this man away from going home to keep him from stopping me from going home, whether going home is or not going home is to a jail cell or to a grave site. Then you also got to deal with on these jobs, these 9-to-5s, people having their own preconceived notion about what a black man is based off of the propaganda that is pushed through the media. Some of our counterparts have never, ever encountered a black man real life, day to day, face to face ever until coming to encounter us. And so now we got to deal with their stereotypes. We got to deal with their prejudice. And prejudice and racist is two different things. Prejudice just means I am interacting with you based off of how I prejudge or preconceived what you would be, in interaction with you would be. And a lot of times, coming from other races, the first prejudging or prejudice against black men is fear motivated. So then by the time we make it to work safe, to the grocery store safe, get some petrol safely, maybe stop by some grub safely, we pull up in the driveway, we go into the house that we could perceive as our safe haven, only to catch hell. Pick me up there, Bear.
Why you want to leave it there, brother? You trying to say something?
No, man.
No. It's no, that's the truth, man. That's the truth. It happens even, like it happens in the crib, in the house, man. You know, your safe space, your peace. You know what I mean? You coming home after all of that, and you want to come home, rest, kick your feet up, man, and here it is again, right here in the home. You know what I'm saying? The woman, the kids, the family, everybody's pulling on you. It weighs heavy on you.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And where do you go for your peace? Where do you go for your safe space? You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a man cave or whatever, you hearing the knocks on the door like boom, boom, boom. Hey, can we get some time together, man? I'm trying to get my time so I can get I can't be the best me for you if I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be right for me to be the leader. I mean, we can do stuff on the fly. You could think of stuff. You could fix this, fix that. But man, I just need a little time to fix myself. And I'm not saying me personally, because it sounded in my voice and in my tone that I was talking about me, you know, in my house.
Hey, bro, you know. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't know. I got a couch right here, futon. If you need to lay down, bro, while I sit here in this chair and you just say what it is you need to say, feel free, man. I won't even charge you for this one. Yeah, that did kind of sound like, hey, yo, man, I just need me. I just need me.
Yeah, you said the word. That's real though.
It is, bro. It is. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's real, man. You want to come home to a safe space, and then you got more problems beating you down. You know, more problems than in the world or in your house. You know what I'm saying? Woo! So where can you go? Where can you go? And then and it's not me, but Do you go to the couch of another woman? Do you go to the bed of another woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, who
Yes,
do you,
sir.
besides
Who
your
do you
brother
run
that,
to?
yeah, SWV, where do you go to release your stress? You know what I mean? And I ain't saying you necessarily got to go you can go to the gym. You can go work out,
But
walk.
those are dynamics, bro. Those are
Exactly.
dynamics that men use as an outlet because you're being chased, and this is you're metaphorically, euphorically. You got a man chasing you with a gun, and you scrambling trying to get away because you don't want to get shot. Now, the man chasing you with the gun is no more than the day-to-day problems that we incur. The guns are the issues that we're trying not to succumb to. Those bullets is how we feel, how fast those problems are coming at us. And we're running and we're desperately trying to get away. And next thing we know, we make a wrong turn. Not because we want to go the wrong way, but sometimes being so frantic and living life out of hysteria, it causes us not to be able to think clearly. And as we're turning, we turn down a dead-end street. Now we facing a brick wall before us and a man trying to take us out behind us. What do you do? Desperate people do desperate things in desperate times. So yes, sometimes men can make it to the gym. But then guess what? Your body starts looking better. And now other attention is start coming on you. You may not be getting that peace at the crib. You may not be getting that admiration at the crib. You may not be getting that emotional stability and support at the crib. And it could not necessarily just be neglect from the wife. It could be that I feel like nobody understands. Now, 9 times out of 10, it does become neglect because, and rightfully so, a lot of mothers, a lot of wives say, hey, I'm working. When I come home, I feel like everybody's pulling at me. We get home around the same time. You trying to go to the man cave. She trying to get to a Calgon bath. The kids trying to get something to eat. Mama, daddy, somebody. And now you don't hear her calling. Well, man, you didn't hear her calling. Right. And next thing you know, we at odds from running from the master's whip. So now we saying, master hitting me harder. No, master hitting me harder. We both getting hit and it hurts. PTSD. Right. How do I live a life from the boogeyman? What's the boogeyman? People's negative impression of a black man. My wife looking at me with those disappointing eyes. Us always hearing what we need to do instead of appreciating what it is we are doing. What do y'all think in the comments? Let's see. Just shared. Thanks, Brony Cat. So a conversation between couples of what is me time and what is our time, and be very specific. Bronya says, I found out a couple of months ago that my son is seeing a therapist. Good for him. It's good. Needed. It's really needed. We got to come out that stigma in the black community that you crazy when you trying to stop from going crazy. You know what I mean? No, don't go sneaking and cheating. Talk to Jesus. Yeah, Charlie, that's true. But like I said before, man is not to be alone, and that's not even in just a romantic sense. You need an earthly being to talk to. It's no different. It's a spiritual suicide. It's an emotional suicide, just like a physical suicide. You know how many people you read their stories and they say, I was going to commit suicide, or a person did commit suicide because they reached out, they tried to call. Comedian Freddie Prinze called his good friend and said, this is it. I can't take it no more. But Freddie had did that all the time when he got coked up and drunk. Why was he getting coked up and drunk? Because he was trying to deaden the pain and the voices telling him to do what he ultimately did at the age, I believe, of 22, 23. And He called his best friend and said, man, I can't take it no more. This is going to be the night. Hey, man, you saying this all the time. All you got to do is just sleep off what you did. I'll talk to you in the morning. And guess what? Morning never came. So, yeah, you could talk to Jesus. I'll never deter anybody to do that. But what happens when I call on Jesus and I know everything going to be okay, but those urges still exist? And let's not get pigeonholed with just talking about cheating. We're talking about feeling desired based off of not feeling adequate. PTSD for Black men is as deep as for a soldier, but it goes even beyond. We are the most unprotected species on the planet. I know a lot of sisters is going to disagree with that, but think about it. If a white man calls the police and say, I see a Black man, I feel nervous, they're coming and they're shooting. They're going to take his side of the story first. We always get questioned second. And normally the questioning we get is interrogation, in an interrogation room. White woman call, they going to believe her, they come and shoot. And if they don't shoot, again, we interrogate it. Black woman get mad at us. What's the first thing y'all say? Well, I'll call the police or the slave catcher. You already know. You call the police on us, they snatching us up out of there. Then when you take time to breathe and think, oh, I shouldn't have did that. Now you're looking foolish because you're on the defendant side as the plaintiff. So now who do we trust? The very woman that says she loves me, she's calling the police on me to go to jail. The very kids that say they adore me, they're not listening. And they're always asking for something. And I don't want to let them down because I can't right now afford it. The very dude that said he's my brother and he's loved me, sitting up here smiling at my lady, or he trying to steal my ideals. Where do you go? Oh, man, my church is on here. Big up. Panic causes personal harm, a method of self-inflicted wounds. Yes, sir. Shout out to Transfiguration of Christ Church. Boy, we got some biblical stability up in the building today. Hey, man, y'all are listening to the realest radio show anywhere, the award-winning DL's Backstage Pass Conversations. He's Bam Brown. I'm Mr. Sadwar Fair, the DL Marshall. And, man, we are talking Black men PTSD. You feel me? What do you do? And that word, you use the word, Bam. You said pulling. I got people pulling on me.
Yep.
And then I'm looking at panic. My dad taught me when I was growing up, and then we're going to take a break on this. My dad taught me growing up that a man that panics will lose his own life. If you in a swimming pool and you start panicking, that water is going to overtake you because you can't find reason within yourself to save yourself. That's true. Panic, you don't even think to say help. You know, there's generally lifeguards around. All you got to do is say, somebody help. And when you panic, you don't even think to say panic. And it goes back to what our sister Charlie Joe Dodd said, which you can catch on Channel I-70 Backstage Entertainment or Channel I-70 MMBE right here on YouTube. You can catch Coffee with Charlie. Guess what, though? Sometimes panic will cause one to forget to even call on the most powerful name, Jesus. All right, Bam, we're going to take a break real quick. Y'all, we'll be back with that notorious segment of Dang DL. We're going to see if that woman can get it right this time too, Bam. We'll be back after this.
In English, what's the hardest thing to say?
For me, probably sixth. Like fourth, fifth, and then sixth.
Anything with a TH?
They threw three thick things.
That was really good.
Thank you.
The word vegetable. Vegetable.
Caesars. And Caesar.
Or did you mean hard to say emotionally?
I do. I mean emotionally.
Oh.
I was wrong.
A real tough one to say is, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Goodbye.
For me, it's saying I love you. But That's tough to say in any language.
Wow. Hey, Bam, welcome back. All of our viewers, all of our own lookers, all of our listeners on the radio side, those of you watching us on the television podcast side, welcome. Man, that commercial is so relevant. Those are all the things that a human being needs to hear someone say, I forgive you. When they've wronged you, I apologize or I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You are awesome. You are needed. Kind words. You know, you get friends by being showing of yourself friendly. So, y'all keep those comments coming. Please, ma'am, please, sir, share this. There are more that are in this room that needs to hear today's topic. Hey, Bam, you know we got to do it, though. Before we continue on in this conversation of Black men PTSD, we got to get into today's notorious segment of
Dang, DL.
Hey, we got to get it. And dang DL today. Bam, grandma don't take no mess. There are still some big mamas around. You remember that song, Bad Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole town, meaner than a junkyard dog. You remember that song? You remember that? You look too young for that? You remember that?
Sorry, sir. That was out of my age range.
All right. Anybody in the chat, since Bam is going back to his youthfulness, making me earn all these grades. If anybody in the chat remember that song, well, we got today the story of bad Grandma Pauline Brown. What are you saying about bad Grandma Pauline Brown? Well, Bam, you ain't gonna believe this. I please don't let me have. Yeah, I think I did. Let me pull this story up because this here ain't no joke, dog. All right, Santon, boy, put your tongue back in your mouth. Santon, pull up the picture of Grandma Pauline. All right, there's Grandma Pauline Brown. The question in the title says, who is Pauline Brown? This story is from Dax News, a popular TikTok news source, but it is credible because I did my research. Pauline Brown from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, allegedly shoots 19-year-old in Target parking lot. What would make Grandma Pauline Brown this upset? Well, Bam, I'm glad y'all asked. Pauline Brown decided that she was going to go to Target to pick up a few groceries. She was going to make a little groceries. She was going to Target because she felt like she didn't want to go to Walmart because, you know, Walmart had all them folks to be coming in there tripping. So she went to Target because Target folks know how to act a little better. Well, Pauline is in her 70s. She's handicapped. So she was getting ready to pull into a handicap when 19-year-old, let me find this young man's name. Let me go on here and say, in this article, we will recount Pauline Brown's incident as revealed by the Real Dax News, as well as some to give out background info on the story that took place Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Grandma Pauline Brown, according to the story, was driving into a Target parking lot when a distressing incident occurred. As she was pulling into the handicap spot reserved for people like herself, a car abruptly whisked past her and parked in the handicap spot. Now, first of all, Bam, as a man that is blessed not to be considered handicapped, unless you consider mental issues handicapped, but Miss Pauline Brown right here, Bam Brown, she turns around, is like, wait, I know good and well. Now, you know, sometimes we feel like that. I know you better not think you finna pull into this parking spot. You saw me waiting. Well, Miss Brown had those same feelings, and the stunning occurrence became even more jarring when Brown realized that the driver of the car was a young man who was as fit as a fiddle, along with his 8-year-old brother. Now, maybe this young man was taking his son there to get some Pokemon cards, get some Prime, and a little bubble gum. Who knows? He was trying to be a good big brother, but the insensitivity, or either what we call the privileged mindset of one, that should let you know what race there was of the people. There was no reason for their car to be parked in a handicapped spot, and this enraged Pauline, who decided to wait for the young man to complete his shopping and to confront him. Now, when I tell you, if I got time today was a person, you looking at her right there. Grandma Pauline Brown said, I got time. My cookies is made. My knitting is done. I'm going to sit right here, and I got to see why they saw me waiting on this parking space, and they figured it was going to be all right to jump in this parking space. Well, she waited 2 hours, Bam. You heard what? 2 hours. Grandma Pauline sat there, and she waited on a young man that was identified as Chad Bosnick, 19, and his 8-year-old brother. Let me tell you something. That 8-year-old learned a valuable lesson of respect that day. And this is why. When they came out the store to get back into their car at the parking spot, Pauline hopped out and confronted them. She asked them angrily, hey, I'm looking at you. Are you handicapped? And when Chad said, no, I ain't handicapped, I just didn't feel like walking that far. Grandma Pauline Brown, bad Pauline Brown, pulled out a .22 caliber handgun and hit him, pow, once in the left knee, pow, once in the right knee. She said you wasn't handicapped, but I guarantee you're going to need that parking spot at least for the next year and a half. She hit him in his knees, Bam, popped him twice. Grandma Pauline Brown capped him in the kneecaps. He was capped in the caps. Now he laying on the ground. Oh, call mama. Oh, call daddy. Call 911. Little brother took the phone out of his pocket, called as his brother requested 911. Police was coming. Miss Pauline Brown was on her way out the parking lot. Police said, hey, you ain't going nowhere. Pauline didn't say a word. She then pulled out from the back seat an AR-15, Bam Brown. You hear what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to be related to Grandma Pauline. That ain't why you sitting over there quiet now.
Well, I would never tell on my grandma.
So Pauline pulls out an AR-15 out the back seat and begins to spraying in the direction of the cops. Now, this woman know what she's doing because she fatally unalived one officer and hit another officer in the shoulder and continued to spray until she ran out of bullets. When she ran out of bullets, she decided to give herself up. And the act of surrendering, they found out that Grandma, bad Pauline Brown, was wearing a bulletproof vest. She was there for it. She was there for it. When asked why she went through so many measures, she said, I am beyond tired in my life's journey and living in today's current time of being disrespected by white folks, feeling like they can do to us anything they want to do to us and get away with it. Well, then why did you shoot at the police, Grandma Brown? Because after watching that Sonia Massey situation, I was afraid. Y'all hear me? I was afraid that they was going to unalive me. So I figured since they was going to do me like they did Sonia Massey, I may as well get them first. Y'all in the comments, can y'all believe what bad Grandma Pauline Brown went through at Target? The next time you go to Target and you see somebody waiting on a parking spot, don't jump in front of them. Because it might be bad Grandma Pauline Brown or someone related to her. And that is today's subject of that. Where you at, lady? Today's segment of
DL.
Boy, me and this girl go get into it every day. Every day. All right, y'all. So that was today's segment of Dang DL. Now we're going to get back into today's source of topic, and we have lost. Looks like my brother Bam Brown. Hopefully, he can get back in with us. But yeah, we are looking at the fact that Black men suffer from post-traumatic syndrome. What do y'all feel about that? Any brothers that are in the comments watching us? Are there anyone of that may be dealing with some PTSD? Is there any brothers that might be suffering from some mental health issues? The weight. Anyone feel like life is making them panic? Anyone feel as though they're misunderstood? Go ahead, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. And sisters that have said that you are your brother's keepers, that you said that we can utilize you for that. Thank you so much. Abronia Scott said, I got in trouble for singing that song. Yeah, if you notice, I had gotten in trouble for singing that song before too. That's why I omitted the original version and sung the the preempted version. You feel me? So yeah, okay. So Bam said he is here, but he can't see his face. I think Pauline Brown told Bam Brown, you better get your face down off there. Bam, are you there, brother?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We just can't see you, brother.
I don't know what happened, man. It just went black over here. Yeah, I guess grandma cut my cord too then.
At least she used scissors and not the AR-15, huh?
Man, okay, so let's get to that, man. I mean, I know y'all can't see me, but number one, that was treacherous, grandma. Like, you can't. You 70 something, and now you want to pull the strap and do all that?
Yeah.
Like, come on, grandma. Now you know where you about to go for the rest of your however long.
She said she tired, bro.
Okay, well now you finna be tired of getting up off that bunk every morning. You gonna be tired of them telling you when to take your meds. Tired of them coming in there waking you up to do a wellness check. Nah, grandma, you should have went you went a whole the wrong route, grandma. Yeah, you was tripping.
Hey, look. Hey, Felicia Boone said, oh, wait. Charlie Joe, she is a whole OG, okay? And then Felicia Boone said, I know that's right, grandma. And that's no cap. Yeah, it sure was no cap. It was capping going on, all right.
It was definitely some capping.
Not an AR-15. Dang, DL. Who gonna get into it with just walk back in my office? I've gotten revenge for folks taking my spot, but I haven't popped a person just their tires. Whoa! There he is. There he is. Welcome back, my brother. Welcome back. Good to have you back and have your presence in the place.
Yeah, man. Let's set some stuff up in here, man.
She Felicia Boone said she done cut some tires, dog, for some folks parking in her spot. Like, is it really that deep?
That's great.
Y'all let us know in the comments. Is it really that deep? Yeah, it makes you mad. Yes, you feel disrespected. But I ain't finna get out of my car and cut nobody's tires. I ain't finna unalive nobody, not over no parking spots. Now, there's a whole lot of other things that I would go to the furthest of extremes in. Parking spot, that just ain't one of them. But what y'all think in the chat about bad Grandma Pauline Brown? It is not confirmed that she is related to the Brown bomber of comedy, Bam Brown. But I'll just say this: y'all better leave them Browns alone. Don't bother them Browns, because they said they ain't bothering nobody.
I took lessons from my pistol packing granny.
Yeah, Yeah. So y'all better
But she
act
had
like y'all got some act right.
she had a bulletproof vest on also. Like
She came
woke
for
up. Yeah, she woke up on 10,
Yeah.
and was like, when she seen them pulling that spot, she was like, got him. This is
Yep.
what I woke up for right here. Mission
Now
accomplished.
the killer part,
But
Bam.
then,
She's a former Marine special ops.
come on, man. This story is getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. She's a special Marine. She's a Marine special ops. Former. Hoorah!
Wow, man. But then luckily though, the police didn't shoot her for shooting at them.
Would you?
Did she did she want that though? You know what I'm saying? Was she trying to commit suicide?
I'm not gonna say she wanted that, but I do believe she was prepared for that, for the fact that she came squeezing. Yeah.
Come on, grandma. Come on, man.
She said, y'all gonna learn today.
You made the best peach cobbler, Your turkey and dressing was fantastic on Thanksgiving, grandma.
Hey. Jailhouse holidays just got a whole lot more delicious, didn't they?
Man, yeah. Grandma gonna miss that dressing. That jail dressing, boy, is El Terrible. I'm trying to tell you. Not that I know, but I've heard.
Man, you got to think, y'all. Those are the times in which we're living in, to where we are literally seeing senior citizens say, I've lived enough through this, and I'm not going to live out my dying days still taking what I had to take as a little girl. At 70-something years old, she was at least born in the 50s. So she saw Dr. King die, Malcolm X die, just trying to help her have civil rights. And now she's like, you mean to tell me I done lived through all this for you to disrespect me with taking my parking spot? Do you know how much, as a 70-year-old, she had to endure in the military back then? You know what they did to women in the military back then, especially black women in the military back then? And this little whippersnapper is going to just fan off my disability. Oh, we both disabled. Now at 19 years old, the star of the football team, star of the basketball team, star of the cricket, the rugby team, he got to retire at 19 years old. Wow. Can you picture the 8-year-old though? That 8-year-old is traumatized, dog.
PTSD.
Hey, he's traumatized, bro. Jeez. Wow. Yeah. Put it in the chat, y'all. All right, we're going to get back to what we was talking about real quick about the PTSD. Those are things that happen to black men. Remember, you would go to the clubs and people would fight over parking spots. You know, a lot of cats be in the middle. And that happens even now, man. You go to some places after an event and folks will pull up in the middle of the street knowing they got cars behind them. Get out the car. Leave a car running in the middle of the street. And you like, BB, hey, bro, can I get by? Hey, who you blowing at? You know what I'm saying? Now, do I have to calm down so me and my family can get home? Or do I have to defend my manhood in front of my little boy? Like, Daddy, you gonna let him talk to you like that? So now I got to make a decision. Do I want my son to grow up without a father? Because this fool here, if I get hold to him, I'm sure he got some homeboys around here. That's why he hopped out. I can't whoop all this. I can't get away. I ain't gonna leave my boy. Another PTSD moment, man. What is one that you feel like that's very prevalent going on now, Bell?
Just being black, period.
Ooh.
Just being black, and it's not a race thing, but man, just being black, man, waking up every single day, man, it's And then like I posted something about the young people wearing hoodies in 100-degree weather, and a lady said, well, you know, they're depressed and they're this and they're that, and which I understand, I get it. You know, and that's a whole nother topic, whole nother segment, but you never know what's going on in somebody's mind, what they thinking, what they done been through, what they had to go through to even get out of bed that day. And then you got to go out and just walk in Walmart and see the action. You know what I'm saying? Or Target now, Granny, you know. You know, and you already battling what's going on in your mind. You battling what's going on in the crib, young people, what's going on, you know, in their world. And then, man, you may accidentally bump into somebody, and now it's smoke. You know what I'm saying? Now it's smoke, and it's
don't let your basket have a bad wheel. You accidentally bump somebody.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Man. It's crazy. It's so many things that trigger people and get their minds gone. It's a scary time for me, and I'm only speaking for me because I got some, you know, triggers now. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a pretty cool, calm dude, but there's some things out here now that I may have to go bail Granny out, and we may have to go make a couple runs, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because sheesh. And it's getting worse. And it's getting worse, man, because there's so much going on and people can't get ahead or seem like they can't get ahead. So it's like, let me do whatever I gotta do for right now. Whether I got to hit somebody over the head, rob you, kill you, whatever. You know, jailhouses are filling up over.
And bro, you know, with you saying that, it made me think about some circumstances and situations to whereas it's some good people that was forced into some bad decisions. Like you said, being unemployed and can't find a job. Sooner or later, the savings is depleted. Sooner or later, now you got that wife or that spouse or them kids. Hey, what you gonna do? Hey, man, we got this. And them bills keep coming. And they keep coming. And they keep coming. And then all of a sudden you keep seeing, well, every night I'm seeing some people at this club. It ain't bad for everybody. So let me sit in this parking lot. Let me wait till they come out a little tipsy. Let me go into this grocery store with this mask. Let me see if I can get a little something to put on these bills. And you're not a robber or a mugger, but you're hungry.
Right.
You're trying to stop from being one of the numbers up under this bridge, man. Just to go to the grocery store is depressing. First of all, on the route to the grocery store, you're seeing people outside, hot, no shirt. It used to be a time you might see a backpack and a person holding a sign. Now you see people with baskets full of things. Why? Because they lost their homes. It used to be alcoholics, drug addicts found themselves going through their money, so they were outdoors. Now you got college degrees outside because a market crashed, because the company had to downsize. PTSD, man. Ain't nobody gonna hire me. I'm a felon. PTSD, man. You know, so yo, hey, we're gonna take a quick little break, guys. And I mean a quick little break, and then we're gonna come back with the infamous I Just Be Bam. It is the realest radio show podcast going, the award-winning DL's Backstage Pass Conversations.
Hey y'all, it is Sean Lee House of Sean Lee House Photography, and I'm backstage enjoying my favorite radio show and podcast, DL's Backstage Pass on Marsh Media Backstage Entertainment.
We appreciate you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know him. He's my brother. He's my dog. He's my own air, ride, and die. The brown bomber of comedy, my comedy comrade, with his segment, I Just Be Bam. Give it up for Bam Brown.
Yep.
What's up, man?
Yep. It's me. The man behind the shades. It's me.
Yeah.
Hey man, I was wearing my shades, yesterday and today because I believe the older that I get, my Forrest Whitaker is getting worse. You know what I'm saying? My music soul child, Lazy Eye, is he's doing something right now. I don't know if I need to get more rest or what, but so I dig the shades. If anybody want to sponsor a shade line for me, some glasses or something, holler at me. Anyway, so I posted something on Facebook yesterday that he was, had a little conversation going back and forth with a couple people. And some people was like, this was a good thing. Other folks was like, oh, that was trash. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Vice President Kamala Harris. She was in Atlanta and campaigning for the younger voters or whatnot. And she decided to bring out the one and only good knees. Yeah, twerk queen, Miss Meg the Stallion.
Oh yeah,
and Quavo and a couple other people. But my thing was, and what I said was, why on God's green earth, Kamala, would you bring out Meg the Stallion and have her twerking on stage, in front of all these people?
Thank you, Kamala.
Yeah. So let me start with this. Nothing wrong with the twerk. There was nothing wrong with the twerk or a twerk or whoever twerks. Do what you do. It's a good visual. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's start off with some salutations and some gratefulness. Thank you. For all that you do out here in these clubs and in these streets and on these TikToks and videos and YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you.
But I just said, in my opinion, on a platform like that, why would you have Meg the Stallion, doing what she did? Now, I don't believe that it was Kamala Harris's idea to have Meg the Stallion, hey, come out there and shake your butt.
Shake your rump.
Yeah, shake your butt. She just said, hey, come out here and hype these folks up. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest names. You one of the biggest names. You're a female. You got some dope female songs. Let's get out here and let's get it. Let's bring it. And but Meg was like, oh, okay, I got this big stage. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They really finna see me. You know what I'm saying? They really finna see me. They've been talking bad about me since I got my feet shot off. I only got 2 toes on this foot. I'm finna dance on these 2 toes. I'm finna twinkle toes on these pics. You know what I'm saying? And so she took her opportunity to the max, man, and shook that booty right there on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Man, there's something about that shake where they just shake the thigh.
Yeah. Then let's not get into it, brother. Let's not deviate. Right.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was fooled.
So my thing was, why do that, Meg? You know what I'm saying? On that platform, you could have rapped any song, you could have done any dance you could have done, but just that one. And I said that set us back, meaning, hey man, you was on a nice incline, a nice ascent.
Yeah.
And I felt, that was my opinion, and everybody's got their own opinion. That was just my opinion that I felt like, come on, man, we was going to the top. Now, to me, it just looked raunchy for that on stage. You know what I'm saying? You could have had anybody on the stage. You could have been, Meg, she did a few of her songs. Why turn around and shake your booty? My grandma was there. You know what I'm saying? And she was.
Pauline was there. Paul, right before she got. That's why she was mad at Target.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
See? And so, they were saying that the younger voters, that was a smart move for Kamala. Sure, it was a smart move to have Meg the Stallion there. I'm just talking about the twerking. Everything else, was off the chain. You know, whatever. That was just my thing. Just like that, they already see us as jigaboos, as dancing this and shaking that and doing this. I just felt like it was an inappropriate time for that particular thing. You know what I'm saying? And so just to get
any time is a good time for a good twerk. I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I saw what I saw, and
I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at. Hey,
it just wasn't the place, wasn't the platform.
It's just like if she came to church, you know what I'm saying? She came to Transfiguration, and you know, on Pastor and Wife's anniversary, and turned around and shook that thing.
That was gonna be a good offering that night. Oh yeah, we were gonna raise a good offering that night, boy. You know.
Yeah, and so like you said, like
press
you said,
down, hey bro, bam, press down, shaking together. Oh yeah,
oh yeah, and definitely running over. Yeah.
Y'all clap for Megan.
wait. Oh, she clapping herself. Yeah. Oh, okay. She don't need y'all. She don't need y'all to clap for her. I hear some clapping right now. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, you know, I just be bam, you know, that Kamala and Meg, you know, took us to the left for a hot second. You know, that's all. That's all. You know.
Yeah, I love it though. I was here for it. I trust me, I agree with you though, because she twerked because that was her worth. Oh, was those bars? Yeah. That was unintentional bars right there. But yeah, like when you in front of folk that you're not normally used to being in front of, you're gonna go to your go-to. And Kamala knew she done heard WAP, and not the worship and praise version. She heard the WAP version. She know what that is. She know what mega knees are. You know. But here's my deal with where I agree with you. And look at this. We got some folks that said, come on, Forrest Whitaker. Not too much on Forrest Whitaker. Unemployment, disability due to injury on the job, etc., will cause most to do what they can for survival purposes. Definitely. But back to those Megan topics. You look at the fact that your whole premise of running could be how your opponent subjectifies women, and then you turn around and subjectify a woman.
Yeah.
Now, you because I ain't gonna lie, I hope to see Megan at my poll. Polls, the polls, you know, the polls where you vote.
Oh, yeah, the voting poll.
The voting polls, not that other poll. I can't afford that right now. But you gotta say, I was looking at a young college kid said that most of the Zennials aren't rocking with Trump anyway, transcending race. And so all Vice President Harris has to do is not mess it up. And she has their votes. So don't insult those that are willing to follow you by trying to prove that you are black. We can look at you. We can tell. You went to an HBCU. We can look at you. We can tell. Your father's Jamaican. We can look at you. We can tell. Don't overdo it. Run on your policies. Again, my policies is, Vice President Harris, please protect us as black people. We got the Asian hate bill passed. You got the gay hate bill passed. Can we get a black hate bill passed, please? And then once you get that across, can you please take across that after every 15 to 20 years, we got to stop voting if we are able to vote as black people again? You know, can that quit coming up as so many years we got to vote to see if black people can vote? Let's stop that. Right. And run off of the misfitting. But if you ever, Kamala Harris, can help with a Backstage Pass promo party, please tell Megan that we could use her assistance. that was poetry in motion.
It was definitely some motion.
There are a lot of people voting just based off of, twerk to the pose. Remember, we was laughing at that on one of the shows, how they was having get to the pose with all the slogan.
Yeah.
Back to the pose, twerk the pole, swing by to the pose, Megan on the pose. It's all kind of ways you can spin that, but is that the type of campaign you want to run?
Right. That's all.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, I mean, the kids first teach them the policies and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I think you was trying to get their attention with the dance or with the celebrity. And then I guess maybe they'll listen because you had Meg the Stallion or whoever else on the platform. But how about we just first teach politics, the good and bad of politics, the foundation of politics before we get into all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And let the dance be the celebration of what I just learned.
There you go. Or that you just won. Yeah.
Or that you won. Exactly.
Definitely she garnered some interest. Now, hopefully they got interested enough to go register, those that need to. And for those that want to vote responsibly. But that was a heck of a motivation, not to forget November. I'm
gonna go back and watch it again, just for
purposes of journalism.
Yeah, journalism.
We gotta research. We gotta research, bro. For y'all, the people.
Then I'm gonna go and look at a few more of her other videos to see if that dance really was that her best work on that.
Did she really did she put time into it?
Yeah, did she rehearse? Did she just go up there and wing it? I just need to go back and look at a few more.
She definitely didn't wing it. She definitely didn't wing it. No, that was tongue in cheek. You
talking about? Never mind. The church is in the building.
Right on. Let's get out of that then. Untie this knot. So I think though, what would have been to me the obvious way to go is to have Kendrick Lamar perform "They Not Like Us," meaning they're not American. Everything they try to politic, they try to push, every agenda they try to push is non-American. It's anti-American. It's not inclusive. It's divisive. It's anything other than what the United States has stood for and what the what's the lady, the Liberty Statue of Liberty says. I would have used that angle. They're not like us, and then I'd have came back after K-Dot performed, and I would have elaborated on why they're not like us. And then after, I would have had Megan Thee Stallion come and say why gun laws have to be stricter and why we have to be more responsible as gun owners because I'm a victim of gunshot. Then I would have had Quavo come in and say, this is why we need stricter gun laws, and as gun owners, we got to be more responsible because I lost to gun violence. Now you appealing to everybody. Kamala, Vice President, you need to hire these two for your campaign strategists. And then once the cameras was turned off and everybody had their shrimp cocktails and glasses of I almost said cologne, glasses of champagne, then you have somebody get on the microphone and say, and now coming to the stage, the mighty knees of Meg the Stallion. Now you can clap them all night long.
Yes, sir.
Heck of a way to raise some more campaign money.
For sure.
Woo! Yeah. Well, man, Bam, how can they find you, bro?
You can find me right here on this tag, right under my name, Bam Brown. You can find me at Bam Brown _KC. And you can also find me on Facebook at Bam Brown. You can find me on TikTok at Bam.Brown. You can find me on Tubi TV in a movie called Deadlock. And you can find me wherever this guy is right here.
Right on, right on. And you can find me, Mr. Savoir Faire, everywhere on social media under the tag The DL Marshall. That's TheeL DL Marshall. Thank you so much, all of you that have shared. We got a lot of shares today, Bam. Thank you so much for you that have allowed your input to be immortalized in the chat. Big ups, big ups again. Today, Abronia led us in chat, followed up. So I say our top 2 chatters on the day is Charlie Joe Dodd and Abronia Scott. Big ups, big ups, big ups. We're going to try to see if we can get some appreciation out to y'all in another form and fashion. So if you ever want to be our top chatter of the day, man, all you got to do is make yourself known in the chat. And we'll be back before too much longer with more of the hottest music, interviews, talk, and topics this side of heaven. All the funny you can handle. He is the Brown Bomber of comedy, none other than Bam Brown. And I am Mr. Savoir Faire because I'm everywhere. THEE is the DL Marshall. All right. So until the next time, man, y'all got to understand. Go be blessed. Hey, Bam Brown.
Yes, sir.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Hey, y'all, remember this. The gospel of Jesus Christ is contagious. Catch it. All that you do it godly. Till the next time. Y'all be blessed. I'm up out of here.
You can ever have is backstage. All of the funny you can have right here backstage. Pass out laughing, yes sir, here at Backstage. Staying on topic with conversation, make you think, hey, please don't be scared. Making a fuss, they jokes, partner, please lighten up. The comedy's about making life funny, bruh. And if you're ready for the show now, follow me backstage, cause it's about to go down.